Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. And in the last part we saw Makoto awaken to her persona, and we were finally able to make it into the Kanashiro's palace. And in this part it's gonna be a bunch of side quest stuff because we've got some, you know, story cutscenes to get through and some side quest stuff. You know, before we can move on and actually go through the dungeon itself.
I can't remember it all. There's nothing I can do about it if I can't remember. I need to concentrate on Kanashiro for now.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I guess it is kind of interesting. Morgana kind of points it out that Morgana can turn into a car and Makoto's persona is a motorcycle, so it's kind of a weird coincidence that is the case. And now, sorry, our bond with Morgana is now deeper.
All right.
Chance to step in after shadow negotiation fails, allowing a retry. That's pretty useful. Is she? I don't know if that doesn't work. I don't think if Morgana isn't in the party itself. So if she isn't in the four that are taking on the shadow itself, then I don't think he can use his ability there.
Could there be some reason for it? Nah, that can't be.
Sick of Morgana. Got sick of Morgana yapping on, so we went to sleep. Time for the next day. Tuesday the 21st.
Good morning.
Hi, Makoto. How are you? You tired? Yeah, this happens. I think this happens every single day after you've done the first visit to the dungeon, but you don't like go. So yeah, but it's pretty much left up to you. I think we've got plenty of time to actually get it done. So we've got other stuff we need to do. And yeah, this is another scene which I actually really like. It's a nice little scene between Ann and Makoto of them basically kind of, I guess, sorry, them kind of burying the hatchet and kind of apologizing to each other for everything that, you know, they feel that they, you know, that they got wrong, I guess, about the other. So it's kind of a nice little scene that, you know, that Ann's kind of apologizing for blaming Makoto for what happened to Shiho when she couldn't really, you know, there wasn't really a lot that Makoto could have really done about it, to be fair. But Makoto's always also kind of apologetic about the fact that she treated the group so harshly, and that, you know, she also blames herself for not being able to do anything about Kamoshida or not looking into it hard enough. So it's a nice little scene between them, and I think it was something which was kind of needed given the way that both of them have been so antagonistic up until Makoto's kind of eventual kind of awakening to her persona and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's kind of a necessary scene, really. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's something which needed to be done, which is kind of you know, and it's done pretty interestingly. And you know, the only thing is, I would have liked it to be fully voice acted, just to really hammer it home. But it's not the end of the world. It's you know, a scene that is necessary and also a pretty good scene. to be in all honesty. I really like it. It's a good scene. I know I like this kind of stuff as well. And I like that they kind of acknowledge it here that they've had like that Ann and Makoto have had kind of a meeting and kind of dealt with what they needed to deal with.
Okay.
Without really telling the lads what it was about. Which I kind of like. So yeah, for now we can go into the dungeon and finish it and try and defeat it.
Hey.
But
Rain, huh?
no. We're not doing anything today. We've just got some text messages to go through. I guess. Sorry. Once again, this is just more stuff like kind of. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just saying that this bit of an interruption there. That this is just basically them. More this text messaging is just all about, you know, get going. Surely we need to get rid of this asshole. Get through the palaces, you know, as soon as possible. Don't need to quite yet though. We just need to get this done. So it's up to us once again to decide when we meet up. I mean, come on. When is somebody else going to make a decision? Mental floss. I think that's a healing item which I never use. So, but yeah. Anyway, time to move on to to the Wednesday the 22nd.
I know
Next
what
day.
you're talking about.
Glad you do.
Wow.
But yeah, this is basically telling you about the fortune teller in Shinjuku. She's another potential social link you can go after, but she's only available in Shinjuku at night. So if you want to go after her, you have to make sure that you can actually go out at night or whatever. And like I said, the text messages at this point are sorry, they're pretty much just pushing you. Come on. Get it done. You need to get this done. We need to get this done. Come on. Keep going. Morgana's falling asleep in our desk. Under our desk. Lazy bastard. Oh, here we go. We're going to the access way, but we're not going to be doing. We are not going to be going into the dungeon. But
Yes.
in this part, we are going to be going to Mementos
Well,
to open up some of this stuff.
This is.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think the audio is slightly out of sync here. I've been having that issue for quite a little while now.
Hey.
Oh, I hate it so much. I found a way around it though now. A long nose man. I shouldn't really talk about that.
Yes. Well then.
So we've got until July the 9th to finish off the dungeon. Oh, fuck you
Let's
with your
crush
photos. So yeah, that's pretty much. I think that happens every single time you haven't been in a while and you've set up a new, you know, palace to go through. But yeah, so now we're going to head into Mementos because we have got some side quest stuff to do. We've got a few things to do in Mementos.
I agree.
I'm on board.
So that's what we're going to be doing.
Very
So
well.
there's a sadistic student.
I'm gonna make him.
Nice.
There's also Takemi has had some issues with this doctor, so we're gonna deal with him. So we got 4 to do. There's a bully, there's a burglary ring, there's a sadist girl, and we've also got to take care of Staff Ayomeda to finish off
Hey.
Tai Takemi's social link as well. So that's what we can do.
Come on. Let's go.
So in we go into the dungeon. I am going to be... I decided to show off the side quests here just to show them off. I'm not going to be showing off all the side quests. I'm just really going to be showing off like the ones for Mementos. No, the ones for the social links. If a side quest of Mementos is needed for a social link, then I'll show that off. But I'm not going to be showing off anything else after this, any of the other side quests after this kind of initial thing. It's just to show you what happens. You basically go through Mementos, it keeps getting deeper and deeper, and then you kind of explore the area. Find where the person is, fight their shadow, and then that sorts them out and solves the problem. You get an item out of it as well, so which you can sell, get some stuff.
It's like he's kind of flaky as our chief of operations.
Yeah. In other words, Morgana doesn't know how big this thing is.
You truly are different.
He's doing his
from that
best.
moron
Leave him
over
alone.
There.
I don't fully understand, but Mementos and the palaces are related to each other, correct?
So yeah,
all we must do is
this is something I kind of like with the Mementos, that you get kind of side quests throughout the game which open up the areas as you go down. Because the final area of the game, like the final palace that you go into, is Mementos, is like the very bottom of Mementos. So it's kind of cool that you can like do all the side quests and open up the entirety of Mementos before you go down there. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool that they use this as kind of a story way of opening up all the areas in Mementos to lead down to the final palace and the final confrontation, which I kind of like. It's kind of a cool idea to kind of keep Mementos as a part of the storyline, and also
Let's go.
keep giving you reasons to actually go in and unlock it.
It's not my fault.
So there we go, first guy. So this is the bully that we've got to take out.
Come at me, bro.
He's a bit of a prick. I hate that so much. So we've got to take him down. Why does this prick have to turn into Jack Frost? Why does he get to be pretty much the mascot of the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei series? Why does he deserve it? Oh shit, I've been inflicted with fear. Do I use an item? Yeah, I do. I thought so. Yeah, like I say, the audio is slightly out of sync. But it's not too bad, I guess. And I've got a fair few of these. Use that. Like, it doesn't sound... It's not too bad. I just... it frustrates me when it happens. Alright, you're not weak to fire. Fuck. And we don't know his weakness, so... Let's try Gary, why not? Wind. Lucky Punch is a little bit of a pain in the ass. That can, has a chance, a pretty decent chance of being able to like knock the enemy down, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. What am I going to try? Let's just whack him. There we go. And Jack Frost is down. You also get a decent amount of experience for these battles, as well as a decent amount of money, so it's well worth going after these side quests. It also makes the final, because if you don't do much of the side quests, and you don't do and you don't open a lot of Mementos, then that means at the end of the game you have to kind of go through the entirety of Mementos in order to unlock the final dungeon of the game, which, God, that would suck. That would be difficult to get through. But it's still a fun area to go through. And you always get an item out at the end of it as well. Protein. And that's something else as well. You don't have to bother with anything else after that. Once you get the request, once you've beaten the shadow, then the request is done. Which is something I like. You don't have to bother going in and out into the world and trying to find, you know, the person who requested them to try and see to finish off the request. Oh, look at that. Nice and easy. Let's head in to for Mementos side quest number 2.
Oh.
And I think this is the leader of the burglary ring, so let's kick his ass. I hate that laugh. That laugh sounds so down. It's so daft. So yeah, he's typical bullshit. He was treated like shit, so therefore he feels like he can treat everybody else like shit. Time to kick his ass. I do like this persona, this Shadow's design. I can't remember the name of it though at the moment, off the top of my head. Oh, and it summons some monsters as well, which is a bit more of a pain. Yeah, we don't know their weaknesses. Oh, this is good. Let's use Mafrai. Which causes a decent amount of damage. Try Mabufu. Still haven't found a weakness. Let's try Mirachi. But one of them has been inflicted with burn, which is quite nice. Am I going to change? Yeah. Let's see. What do I end up using? Yeah, I think at this point I'm just like, fuck it. Cross slash. Cross slash does so much damage. I don't think that was a move though in Persona 4 Golden. Spirit Drain I hate because it just takes away your SP. So accuracy and evasion up, that's not good. Inflicted with dizziness, that's useful. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of him first. Yeah, you just get rid of the Shadow Makagami and it just ends the fight. And that's everybody up to level 20. Makoto's up to level 22, so that's nice. Yeah, so his brother doesn't like what he's been doing. Ah, sorry if you hear the dogs in the background. So yeah, there's something related to him that he wants his brother to get rid of. You never, I don't think you ever find out. Yeah, it's not used to this anyway. Oh yeah, so Yusuke gives it to him, gives it to his school, and I think you do get an update from Yusuke pretty soon after you've completed the request. I think, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's 2 down, 2 to go. So now we're heading into area, the end of area 7.
Scary.
Oh yeah, and this girl just pops up in the very last area. So yeah, she's sadist is treating a guy she's seeing like shit. So we've got to go teach her a lesson by beating the shit out of her.
Hold a moment.
It's all
Yeah,
about
so
me.
she kind of sees it as, well, he's happy and I'm happy, so therefore nothing's wrong. Whereas, no, that's bullshit. Oh, and I love this person's, this Shadow's design as well. It's such a good design. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Yashita, I think, something like that. Begins with a Y. Time to kick ass. Oh, that didn't do much, Makoto. Yeah, it can inflict anger. Which, to be fair, is not the end of the world as a thing to sorry.
Using.
Like, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I think I'm just getting this back all up. Because basically all that does is that it forces you to use physical attacks on the enemy, so at least still causing damage. But with this shadow, they're not particularly resistant to physical attacks, so it's best to just get the anger off, so we can just keep wail on them as hard as we like. Weak to fire. I don't think this will be it. Morgana, we'll see. Oh, it did end it. Good. Morgana knows more than me, apparently. But there we go. Good amount of experience, good amount of money. And we're done. I'm up to level 21. Very nice.
Yeah, a new move.
And Ryu got Matsio. That's going to be useful if I ever use Ryuji again.
What was I doing?
So yeah, she, like Simba, has kept treating him like shit because she thinks that is the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's got to talk to him and actually tell him how she really feels. Whip sword, that's for Ann, I think, but not gonna need it because she's already got a pretty strong weapon. But I think, am I right? Yeah, that's gonna be it for this part of Persona 5. So join me next time when we'll be finishing off our journey through Mementos with we're going to be taking on Oyamada's shadow, but then after that I'm going to be showing off the super boss for Persona 5 and getting my ass thoroughly handed to me. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 5. See you next time.